All right, we're having a look at 21 Days on the Road by Cory Morrow. And we have some very friendly chords here. First of all, no capo for this song. Our E minor chord, C chord, G chord, and D chord. And that is it. Our strum pattern, almost for the whole song, is going to be this down, 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 up. Pear, 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 apple. The difference is this is what we call a shuffle or a shuffle pattern. It's a kind of like a triplet. So instead of this where you have this down, 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 up, down, 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 up, pear, 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 apple, you have this feel. It's almost like a fast three. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Instead of here's a series of apples. Apple, 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 apple. You could play the apple a little slightly different. Apple, 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 apple. So it's a lopsided eighth note where another term for this is swing. When you swing eighth notes, it sounds like this. Da, 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 da. When eighth notes are straight, da, 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 da. So here's Mozart has straight eighth notes. 1, 2, apple, apple, apple. But Bird would swing his eighth notes. Charlie Parker. They're still eighth notes, but they're lopsided. The first one's a little longer, apple, 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 and the second one's a little shorter. They're not exactly even. So that's called swinging eighth notes. And this song does it. Dance Hall Days by Wang Chung would be another example of that. And there's several others, but these are two real good ones for the shuffle or the swing rhythm. Anyways, let's get to the song so you don't have to listen to me yammer on about that. And here we go. We'll come back to that part, which is the chorus. This is not the greatest tab, but it's the best one I could find, so I'm going to have to fill in the gaps here for you. The intro, you do your pear, 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 apple pattern twice for the, once per chord. C. But then G you do twice. E minor once, C once, and the G twice. Do that twice. That's your intro. You just do that chord pattern twice, and then you're going to get into what should be labeled as verse 1, and you take your G chord and do. Okay, so now same pattern, but different chords. So do your G once, C once, and then G twice. Now the G carries over where it says taken, I'm gonna, and cuz. I hate when they do this. It's lazy. They should put the G there, but they didn't. So you're going to start the second line taking that hard rough road with the G and do your strum pattern once, C once, G twice. Same thing for every line of the verse. So always carry that G over to the next line. They just expect you to know that magically somehow. But I'm gonna fill in that gap for you. And then let's see about the chorus where 21 Days on the Road begins there.
21 days on the road.
We'll come back to verse 2 in just a moment. Okay, so the first line of the chorus is like the intro, the E minor, one strum pattern, C once, and G twice. But then in the second line, E minor, E minor, C, G, D, each one strum pattern, and then the E minor really should be on the next line, but E minor once on the word here, C once, G twice on the word road. Then where it says, well, I'd go home, but my home's right here, each chord gets the strum pattern one time. So D, E minor, C, G. Oh, and I was wrong again. Sorry. That G on the word here, 2 strum patterns. Sorry about that. Then you have this little interlude before verse 2, E minor, C, G. The G gets 2 strum patterns, and then we're on I'm waking up on the sidewalk. The poor chap. Here we go. Same exact pattern as the first verse. But remember, carry your G over to the beginning of lines 2, 3, and 4 in the verse. So it's going to be G 1 strum pattern, C 1 strum pattern, then G 2 more strum patterns. But then you got to remember to start the next line off with a G as well. Where it says the Lord, and I'm thinking, and she wants. All right, then we are into what looks like a big, long, chorusy thing. Let's see what happens there. Oh, sorry, in the wrong spot. Let's come back to lightning on the horizon in just a sec. Okay, on the second chorus. So your E minor once, C once, G twice. E minor once, C once, G once, D once. So far the same. E minor, C, G twice on the word road. And then D, E minor, C, but then your G four times. So they're building up to the guitar solo. So that's why they give you some extra G's there. And then in the guitar solo where you have this long line of chords with no lyrics, it's E minor once, C once, G twice. E minor once, C once, G once, D once. E minor once, C once, G twice. Oh no, E minor, C, G, D once. Sorry, and now I'm on the last three chords of the solo. E minor, C once, G twice. Then there's lightening up on the horizon. End of the guitar solo here. Oh. One strum each. G, C, G. For this whole verse. One strum. Then resume your strum pattern here. Surprise ending with a chord that leaves you suspended, leaves you hanging. This song is in the key of E minor, but he ends on a C, which is really interesting. Okay, so the last chorus, 21 Days on the Road, our familiar pattern, E minor once, C once, G twice. E minor once, C once, G once, D. And actually, it's the same as what you've been doing with all the choruses right up into, well, the guitar solo, that's the same as the last guitar solo. But then at the end of the guitar solo, you have that two strum patterns on G, and then one strum each on E minor, C, with that surprise ending. E minor, 21 days on the road. And he ends just, maybe it goes right into another song on the album or something, but it's a very unique ending. So have fun with 21 Days on the Road, and hit me with any questions anytime. Thanks so much for watching.